This is Beacon Lakes Apartment Toxic Part 2, just in case there was any discrepancies or any doubt about any of the comments. These are the people that have all been contacted. These right here are the ones that are oh, I don't know. These guys right here are not people that I want representing me as a city. I can assure you of that. So, just in case they want to deny anything, this is the apartment below mine, 1426. As you can see here, they've got two 5-gallon buckets to get the water dripping. As you can see here, all the watermarks. Now, mind you, they are maintaining that my dogs peed in the carpet and the stuff on the walls was from my dogs. That's how I had to get it tested. And this is according to their experts. This is apartment number 1433. Notice the same pipe, notice the same stuff, same building. A couple of more pictures of it just in case you didn't get enough. Now these people fixed this apartment. Instead of using a state licensed mold remediator, they went in and they did like they've always done. Painted over it, put new carpet in it, put more people at risk. This is 1415. This is another apartment that was tested. You will see those tests. Not only did it have the same stuff, it also has botulism, which is the dangerous black mold. These people were left in this apartment after they notified them for almost 2 months. And that's from the Gray Star Beacon Lakes people. Finally, to get out of their lease, they made them sign a non-disclosure. But I don't blame them. I would have signed it too if I had all my pets in there and knew what was going on. So, as you can see here on the poster boards, you know, just what I'm showing you. When they filed the eviction on me, the false eviction, because Texas Attorney General says that I have the right to talk to anybody about any problem on the apartments within 60 days of it happening. And if anything else is done, it's retaliation. Now this is 1436. This is my apartment. Notice the door strike here. Let me show you my blind dog, Rossi. This is Valentino Rossi. He has a messed up respiratory system. He was the second dog to go blind about 3 weeks after the first dog. The black one is Kaiser. He was the one that was killed. He went black first. He was the first one to go blind. Then he started losing his hair. Then he had chronic diarrhea. And then he ended up with neuropathy. And then I had to put him down. I held him when he died. So, mind you, the apartments blamed these two dogs for this problem, knowing that I went in the apartment below me and saw that. And then they still did that. When they filed the eviction, I had already sent one certified letter, delivered a hand letter, and many emails, which I have here that anybody wants to see. This is where it originally started when I first moved in. Their head of maintenance came out and looked at this. This is actually inside the bathroom. Which door did he? Oh, he looked at this door and this electrical outlet, and he looked at me in the eye and he said, "I've never seen anything like this before in 20 years. He says, "I don't know what it is." He says, "It's definitely not from the dogs." That was 4 years ago when I originally called. So, looking at the other apartments, I have a feeling that he wasn't honest with me. Therefore, I stayed in that apartment and didn't worry about it. This is the bathroom door. And remember, that's been cleaned. Again, the bathroom door, this has been scrubbed on with a scouring powder, bleach. Again, no leaks in my apartment, but they say my dogs did this. This is all right below a sprinkler system, which we'll get into the rouge that we'll get into in a minute. Now this is where it came back in June on my air conditioner return vent. Most of this has even been cleaned up as well. You know, it's just unbelievable. Knowing that I knew what was in the apartment below me, I have all these letters saying that I didn't have any. Now this is kind of the epicenter. As you can see here, look at all the oxidation on top of the hot water heater. There's the hot water heater, and this is the culprit. All these air conditioner systems back up into each other. That water was found in there not by me, but by the state licensed mold tester when he came out and tested. Starting with some of the first lies they started telling, this is just the same little poster board. After they wouldn't fix my apartment, I didn't have a place to stay because the insurance they recommend for me actually happened to have a disclaimer for Penicillium aspergillosis. This is the note. The reason why I made such a big deal about the mayor and his office, because look at the dates. This was done on my apartment before we knew about all the other apartments. So, you know, and this is public record. You can go right down there and ask for it. This was not highlighted by me. This is the way the document came. Now, mind you, they put this on them, and when I went in there and asked them why they didn't do anything, that's when the Baumgartner guy said, well, why are you the only one complaining? And I explained to him that Frank LeBlanc went into these other apartments because he was called individually, and then he asked me if I had an attorney. I don't know about you guys, but not right. Here's 1415. That's one of the ones you see the pictures of. We'll just get down here to the bottom of the totals. You can see there, totally elevated from what's outside. Okay. This is actually, I want to cover up some of this just for legal stuff. This stuff right here, when I got my body tested, which was right when this happened, this is what poisoned me. And this is all from Penicillium aspergillosis. You should look them up. They're pretty nasty. You know. Here we go. Here's a little bit of evidence from Beacon Lakes. Yeah. Pretty nice, huh? So, that should validate that. Here's a couple of deals here having to do with the eviction. This is a neighbor that stopped in. So, of course, when one of the ladies called in, they told her that, oh yeah, the city of League City came out, said everything was fine, not a problem. She'll corroborate my story. Anyway, this is another person that came by that said that all the lies that they made up when they filed these allegations right here against me, which are all lies and should have never been accepted in court in the first place. And I don't know how Attorney Brian Corwin, who knows these laws, knowingly broke the laws when he filed this, you know. Oh yeah, imagine this. Look what they tried to do to the date. It's comical. So, knowing all those different apartments, knowing everything that happened, we are going to have a city council meeting here. It's on Tuesday. I'm not sure if it's next Tuesday or the following Tuesday. But basically, if you live in an apartment in Galveston County, I would suggest that you show up, because according to these people, we don't count. So,